Ellen's family consisted of 3 people: her husband, and her son. But it so happened that Ellen was pregnant again. "We don't have the financial situation right now so that we can afford a second child," the husband said. "You should terminate the pregnancy while it's possible." "How can you say that?" Ellen wondered. "We always dreamed of 2 children, and do you remember how much we suffered until we gave birth to the first one? Endless miscarriages and fetal fading." But the husband did not want to hear anything. He brought new and new arguments and almost persuaded Ellen, and she even set a date but decided to call Nicole's older sister. She listened to Ellen's story. "This is your husband, your support. He probably knows better whether or not you are able to provide for 2 babies. I would listen to his option." This almost convinced the girl to do as her husband demanded. But she remembered how Nicole herself had gone through a similar situation. She was still a student then. Everything, and most importantly Nicole's husband, insisted on abortion because they were still in college. But the truth was that after that, the sister could not get pregnant anymore. This fact seemed to pour cold water over Ellen. "I will not go for an abortion, and I will give birth to this child," Ellen firmly decided and gave birth to a boy. But the child was born with problems. He was diagnosed with kidney disease, and Ellen began a long and painful period of caring for the newborn. She literally lived in hospitals. Constant operations and treatment helped only for a while. The child was in a lot of pain, so he cried. He cried a lot, and it didn't seem to stop. The husband got tired of it. He did not want to put up with the fact that his wife is constantly in the hospital, and the upbringing of the second child fell on him. One day he came to the hospital and said, "I told you that it was necessary to have an abortion, but you made the decision to give birth yourself. Well, you gave birth to a sick child, so you suffer with it yourself. I don't need it. Life is too short to spend it in eternal treatment and hospitals. I want a normal family and a wife who will take care of me. From now on, it's only your child, and I won't help you." Ellen filed for divorce, and then followed a long 2 years when she barely made ends meet. She was looking for additional earnings and raised 2 kids herself. Then there was another operation, after which her son went on the mend, and everything got better. And after a while, a bell rang in the apartment. Her husband was standing on the threshold. He asked to forgive him, and most importantly, he demanded that Ellen allow him to communicate with his sons. Ellen did not allow it. She replied that he had disowned his children himself, so she would not allow him to hurt them again. Never abandon your children, and do not change your principles for the sake of your husband's wishes. After all, he can betray, but your baby will never.